What's up, everybody? It's Make Make Sense. We got another lunchtime meeting. Just us two, or 200 or three, however many people. It's just us. A lot has been going on, a whole lot. So hit the like button as the intro plays because we got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. That's all. 1 and 1 got to equal 2.
Make it make sense, boo.
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
What is this? What is it?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, guys. It has been popping off since this reunion. Who would have ever thought that RHOA would be this exciting after the show has really aired? But it's been popping off, and I said I was going to bring it to you guys. So thank you for being here during lunchtime. Let's start with Drew and Ralph, because there has been some pushback. Well, I'll just let you guys see. It says, Drew says, I must always protect and stand for my children against this type of evil. I gave him the opportunity to shut his unbearable fake cousin down for her disgusting comments made concerning my son. However, he refused to do so, and it breaks my heart. She meant to be nasty and rude, making comments and dragging my child into this. Kids are always off limits. That's it. We're done. So if you don't remember what she's specifically talking about, it was that alleged hot, or what we thought was a hot mic moment involving cousin Courtney while the show was still airing. It was one of those things where, you know, you can like Courtney, you can like Drew, you can dislike Courtney, you can dislike Drew. But to make those kind of comments about a child potentially being adopted is pretty disgusting. So I don't want to air this, but I think we can listen to the clip just to kind of remind you what we're talking about. Ralph is dating Courtney. I didn't say it. You said it, Stack Stones. You said it. Some people do like Courtney. I think people like Courtney off rip if they don't like Candy and Kenya. So she does have a fan base. So I don't want to show it, but we can listen to it.
I just know that he was really hurt by it. He was hurt by, you know, the lying and how she was projecting on him exactly what she was doing.
Is there any truth to what Ralph told Courtney?
Courtney doesn't know anything.
Andy now has 2 kids, so you could see he was really over Courtney.
About me and Ralph. She just met Ralph yesterday, and Ralph and her, he's been coaching her this whole season.
Coaching?
They've been, because a lot of things that you say.
Definitely, I do think Ralph has been Courtney's mouthpiece. So whereas Drew has more of a microphone with the show, Ralph utilized Courtney being on the show as his microphone.
For things Ralph said. I'm gonna say this one time. Don't you ever in your life speak on my son. And I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave that right there. Don't you ever. That is off limits. And let me tell you something. No. You will listen. I will speak, and you will listen.
Now, here's the thing for all you Marlo fans. Those comments about adoption and all that kind of stuff, had it been anybody else, Marlo would have been up in arms. So why is it that cousin Courtney can make very disparaging, nasty comments about this man adopting this child? Because remember, Marlo took umbrage with the fact that he was not going to adopt the child after he said that he was. But, you know, we didn't hear anything from Marlo.
Honey,
No, I
don't you
won't.
ever.
You're wrong. Or what will
Keep
you
my
do?
son's name
Or
in
what
your
will
mouth.
you
You don't know what the you're
Drew,
talking about.
Clearly,
Don't you ever speak on my son.
Really?
One day he will
I
see
didn't
this,
say
and you will
anything
have to
about
pay
your
for that.
son.
You
There's
did.
a place in hell
You
for
did.
people like you. You have
The fact that Andy chimed in and said, you did, speaks volumes, right? it was nasty. And she doubled down saying the hot mic moment was not the first time she said it. So why are you over here saying, well, I only said it because, you know, y'all kept giving me vodka and you shouldn't give me vodka. Which one is it? So let me see if I have the hot mic moment queued up. The alleged hot mic moment, because now we know that it's not alleged. She really was saying these things. It's over here. I had it queued up. We got the public apology, hot mic. Just as I want, not everybody watches the reunion, so that's why I definitely want to play the hot mic moment for those of you guys who really stopped watching RHOA, but you still come and have fun over here with us. Dang, they post a lot of stuff on here. This moves fast. This moves so fast. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I also want you to hear it because we're going to go over Ralph's response. And I always felt, okay, not the mental health stuff. Oh, these blogs post so much. Okay, here we go. We found it.
Well, I had heard Drew's a good time. She's bisexual. And I was like, really? So I just asked Ralph. It was no secret. Like, she has fun with girls too, but he's aware of it.
What do you know about Drew?
It's just how excited she is for all of this information. It's just how excited she is to release all this information.
Girlfriend?
I know that Drew visits her.
Where is she visiting her?
Texas. I know that Ralph has a lot of the Discovery.
What do you mean?
Drew actually said that she visited her in Texas, I believe, right?
Ralph has a Discovery.
You know, like when you're going through divorce, you have to provide evidence, and it's called Discovery. And I know that Ralph feels pretty confident about the Discovery that he has.
You guys, it's not too hard to see. Ralph does not have a megaphone. He has Courtney. Why would you need a megaphone when all of Courtney's interviews are saying Ralph said? It wasn't just the candy one, right?
Yes, I have pictures of them on my phone, but I wasn't going to say that on camera. Y'all shouldn't have left me in there with vodka that long. Now we see why she was.
You're blaming vodka?
Pushing so hard for that adoption. Because she was like, adopt this child so I can go be in my gay lover relationship and you pay the bills.
So that's what we're talking about, right? Just for those people who do not know. Let's continue on. So that specifically is what Andy was talking about when he said you did speak on the cousin. And we now know that she said it in her confessionals multiple times, along with multiple interviews. So this was Ralph's response to those claims. He says, it's time to speak truth, so let's be real. You expect me to pay child support when he has a father that wants to play an active role in his life, but you won't let him. Your adoption request was only a money grab and control. So correct me if I'm wrong, because we're going to go piece by piece with this. If you said that you were going to adopt this son, who, if they've been together for 8 years, and the boy was like 3 or 4, I think his name is Josiah, was 3 or 4, you've been his father in his life, you talked about adopting him. How could it be a money grab when you and your wife are still together and not contemplating divorce? Where would the money grab be? Are you saying that Drew had plans to leave the situation years ago when you were talking about adopting him? I'm honestly confused here. Because how could it be a money grab if you and your wife are living in the same home and are happily married and are raising the 2 other children? Child support would not come into play, right? You came on the show saying that you were going to write a book on fatherhood and adoption. What am I missing? Y'all tell me, because when I saw this, I'm like, what are we talking about? You cannot be talking about child support and it being a money grab if you were still with the mother and the child was still in your home. Explain it to me. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Ralph is file. I would ask for money from the book. Ralph wrote a book about being a stepdad. Shouldn't be a problem. It's your son. I mean, okay, so let's see. Oh, I got a super sticker. Hold on. Sorry, I just now saw this. Worry about yourself. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Pay the bills. What the heck those Ralph do? He got a lot of money from what? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The thing she knew is because those conversations that happened in private moments, meaning her and Ralph private moments, were in that other bedroom he moved into allegedly. Okay, so for the majority, I'm seeing that you guys are understanding he had plans to leave. Yeah. I knew he was full of ish. I call all of this the best laid plans. If anyone has seen that movie, this is what it reminds me of. I haven't seen the movie. Okay, so I got a super chat. Oh, a super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super sticker. Pengalanco SM. Thanks. I appreciate that. You really been showing up and showing out and supporting the channel. Another way to support the channel that's free. Go ahead and hit that like button. But thank you so much, Pengalanco. So it says your adoption request was only a money grab at control. Since the age of 3, I stepped up to fill the gap as a man and unconditionally provided from my heart without expectations. I will continue being there, but you're not going to take advantage of me or use the show to get your way. I understand playing the battered victim role earned you sympathy on this platform, but you will respect me as a father. I love all my kids and have given them the world, including you. It's about them now. So Drew's your kid? I feel extremely sad for the son in multiple ways. I first feel bad because I never felt like Josiah wanted to be on camera. The reason I'm so familiar with the little girl is she might follow in Drew's footsteps. She seems to love being in front of the camera and joke and play, and she's such like a little cutie pie. But Josiah, when he was talking, I never liked the old daddy, new daddy. I didn't like any of that. And I did not feel like he necessarily wanted to be on camera. So now, I doubt that he was going to school and saying, that's my stepdad. If he raised him since he was 3, that was his father. So now you have conversations with his classmates about his stepfather. Then you have conversations about him not wanting to adopt you. And now you're on TV. So it's like, it's putting a spotlight on all these things. Now you have Courtney saying that the mom was only trying to get money from the father. That's why they were trying to force you to adopt him. And now the father is doubling down on this. I knew from the very jump when I started watching Courtney's interviews that she was Ralph's mouthpiece. Now, y'all can do with whatever kind of mouthpiece you want to insert into that. I don't know. But in terms of her speaking and her being in crisis management, there were too many, Ralph said. So I can't go with this notion that Ralph does not have a voice in this scenario because he has utilized Courtney as his voice. But this is trash. Your adoption request was only a money grab and control. how does the 12-year-old son feel about this? Because this could have been something that you kept in court, but instead you chose to tell cousin Courtney, and cousin Courtney and you put this out there for the world to see. It's reckless. It's hurtful. And I'm only talking about the vantage point from the son, not the vantage point of two people getting a divorce and going back and forth. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not, oh, I'm just defending myself. It really has to be hurtful for this kid. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I feel really, really bad for the 12-year-old boy who's dealing with this. We have over 700 in the chat. Let's see where we are on likes. Definitely hit that like button. It is a free way to support the channel. We only have like 200 likes, but we have over 700 in the chat. So let's get it to 500. Okay. So for the most part, I think you guys are understanding what I am saying. There's been all kinds of like back and forth after this reunion. Drew says, I respect you and would hate a small disagreement to hinder our friendship. I appreciate your support of me and my craft, but as a friend, there's a lot that we need to unpack and discuss in order to move forward. I have questions that need answers. Candy responded, and I would love to sit down with you and have that convo, Drew. Calling Candy a liar, maybe one of Candy's least favorite things, but I don't think it's the end all and be all. And we're going to get into some more of what happened a little bit on that reunion now that I have the She News. There was a message from Kenya to Drew. Drew says, Kenya, I know we talked about this already privately, but I just want to publicly apologize. Any comments made about your career wasn't necessary. You are a superstar, legend, icon. Let's not forget forever the moment. Kenya responded, thank you, Drew Sidora. I appreciate this. Keep shining. Let nothing nor anyone stop you. Marlo chimes in and says, looks like you have fell flat tonight, from her outfit to her tired reads, blank fake ass subpoena, and still not open salon. Marlo, ma'am, you can pronounce Louis Vuitton correctly, Givenchy, Hermes, but you don't know that should have said an unopened salon? I'm not even a person who gets on people's grammar and vocabulary, but come on, and still not open salon. If you don't know unopened, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It might just be me. It might just be me. Y'all, there's no reason. There is no reason. It's like, okay. So it's like a little kid who you see knows every Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, Lotto, Drake, rap lyric, but they don't know their ABCs. This is what I'm talking about. You know Hermes, but you don't know the human language. I mean, not the English language. Okay. I love Kenya. She can do no wrong. No, Team Twirl disavows me all the time. All the time. They tell me I go in on Kenya. We're about to do a story on Kenya in a minute. Do I want to do Sheree? I think we'll end with the uncensored stuff because Sheree really went in on Candy, talked about her having her body redone 4 times. If you don't have Peacock, I'm going to go ahead and play these for you. These little clips from Peacock that we didn't get to see from the reunion. So, but I want you guys, I want to go into this Millichun There was a content creator by the name of Millichan who did an expose, or which she thought was an expose on Kenya. So I'm sure you guys have seen this by now, but then there's been some responses from Kenya Candy and actually Millichan as well. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. So shout out to her. She has a channel. She decided to do an expose on Kenya Moore.
To this Kenya Moore hair care. Y'all, what in the Peachtree Boulevard that is cement steps and a pipe? Oh, y'all can see it. You can see it. Kenya, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna go into where Kenya actually had her reception, pretending like it was her salon. Allegedly, y'all, this is the spot. I feel like it was, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna say allegedly, because I don't need nobody coming after me, because all I got is this cell phone. It's your girl Millie Chan, and I told y'all that I was gonna come out here after my book signing to this Kenya Moore hair care. Y'all.
Okay. So
what in the Peachtree Boulevard?
So Candy responds, she is wrong, giving out misinformation. Kenya's party was definitely in Kenya's salon. Kenya says on the show tonight that she decided to put a second floor in her salon, which I assume is the construction that is happening now. And as far as that lobby she's showing in this video, there is a door from there that leads to Kenya's salon, but the party was not in that lobby. People be real quick to want to drag somebody and don't know what they're talking about. So then Kenya responds, thank you, Candy. These people are so quick to spread lies and drag people. And by the lack of her disastrous wig, she needs to make an appointment today and get on the wait list. Hashtag hater. What do I think? As far as I know, Millichan is a small content creator, so I'm not going to say anything negative. I'm just going to let you guys see exactly what happened. I'm definitely not going to say anything negative about a small content creator. And one of my favorites, Satra, says that it is just me. Yes, Mims, it is you. Social media limit characters. We all use improper grammar, abbreviation, etc. You got the point. I don't know if Marlo knows the word abbreviation. Nope. Satra be keeping me honest, but nope. She doesn't care anything about a label, anything but a label. So I said what I said.
I said what I said. Okay.
But okay, let's move on. I think I want to show you guys the salon again, because we'd already done the salon and you can see that there were doors. I get it. It's a content creator. She's making a moment. I'm not, they cleared it up. Let me show you guys the salon. Where is it? We're on the hair care page. She had actually released video footage from the salon. Oh, no wonder. I'm on the Kenya Moore hair care. I think I need to go to the Kenya Moore salon. Everybody has their own. Where is it? Kenya Moore. Oh, right here. The spa. I found it. Okay. I just want to make sure there's no music. Okay, and there is music. Oh, I'm so glad I did not share this with you guys before I put it on, because this is Beyonce, and I definitely would have gotten flagged. Beyonce does not play. Okay, so these are all images from in the actual salon, right? So what it looks like is Kenya chose to take the elements from that lobby and also have them in her physical space. So let me see. Let's see. We can all assume, but she was obsessed. Her hair salon looks expensive. That is not what happened. So what happened? So these images are actually from inside the actual salon. So the lobby was decorated, but Kenya, the event was in the salon. So that's what they were clearing up. Let's see. So AAE says it is the lobby for the apartment building, and she rented the space. A lot of people do this. They also do this for wedding receptions. They will rent the lobby space of the apartment building. I don't know. So they are saying that there was actually from the entrance, you go into the actual salon. So they're saying these images were from in the actual salon. It's not just the lobby, but she did have the lobby decorated. So I'm assuming that this area is, if you have seen like really nice apartment complexes or condos now, the bottom of them have retail spaces, a lot of stores, spas, places to go get facials, et cetera, et cetera. We will see. Millicent has come out and apologized. So it says, my apologies to Kenya Moore. My platform is not for me to be malicious. I was simply doing content that was not well received. So she's apologized. So maybe she was shown something that we did not see. I don't know. Candy and Kenya say that the actual event was actually in the salon. And Kenya says that her salon is due to open in the fall. So it was a soft opening that coincided with the end of RHOA, which would have been the lead into the show. And I assume that it would have been opened in fall when the cameras pick back up. I think that's what Kenya had in mind. So that's what they said. We will see. People are saying it was in the salon. I'm confused. I'm not really confused. I feel like there was a soft opening. So this content creator went to go see exactly what was going on with it. When she got there, there were still things that looked like more of a construction site. So she went live and tried to expose Kenya. What Kenya and Candy are saying was her expose was false because there is a salon that the party was held in. The lobby was decorated, and then you went into Kenya's actual salon. The confusing part to me initially was when they said it was in an apartment complex, because I was like, what? So Kenya just went to some apartment complex and pretended like it was that? No, it's those retail spaces that are underneath apartment complexes. So, yeah. On this one, I'm going to go with Kenya. I don't think that Kenya would have a event for a business that is not going to happen. I just think that maybe Mila-chan jumped the gun a little bit, or, she saw what she saw and didn't have all the information. But since she's apologized, I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Kenya. And what would be, I think it would be cute if Mila-chan actually did talk to Kenya, and when it opens, she's there and we can turn this situation around. But I am a glass half full kind of person, so I don't know that would happen. But if it were me, that's probably what I would do. I would just, go and show some support. But I don't know. So let's move on to this foolishness. So if you don't subscribe to Peacock, actually, I want to do that. I want to, before we get into the Peacock stuff, I want to run this story because when I did my review, I think I was incorrect. I thought something completely different about Sheree and what she was doing with the She by Sheree magazine. But now I have actual parts of the She by Sheree magazine, and this is what it was giving. Not Neverland. If Kenya does like facials or anything like that, then I will go to the salon and give you guys a review of the salon, an honest review when it opens. Maybe I'll even do a giveaway and take one straight shooter that lives in Atlanta. Maybe I'll do that. We'll go get facials. Okay. Y'all know I like y'all, even the ones that disagree with me. This is the magazine. So what Sheree was trying to do is it's not cute. It's not cute. So she took things from Candy's Tag Boutique and compared them to these small, or I'll say large, like the Fashion Novas, the Sheins, the AliExpresses. All of these companies sell at these extremely small price points because they can. So if you're a boutique owner and you want a design, your price point is not going to be what a Shein is. It's never going to be that. What your price point includes is a different selling amount or a different. So let's say AliExpress can put this together for $5 because they are selling 5 million pieces a month, right? So you're always going to AliExpress, Shein, they're always going to sell for less. Candy has a moderately priced boutique called Tags. So her price point from Shein might be $30, including shipping. So in order for Candy to turn a profit, she is going to have to sell it for a higher price because she has a brick and mortar store. Are y'all following? She has a brick and mortar store and she has people who work the store, electricity, such and such and such. So her prices are going to be more than what Shein. Shein does not have brick and mortar. It's direct from vendor. So this Shein is $9.75. For Candy, it's $75. For this other dress, it's $22. For Candy, it's $75. Here's the problem, guys. Sheree thought that she was making Candy look bad, but in all honesty, you failed again, Sheree, because your price points are even higher, right? So if we're looking at this outfit, which was the one that it was the outfit heard around the world, her price was Shein's price was $7. $7. Sheree's price was $130. So you were trying to show us Candy's markup. So Candy's markup, one of the dresses was $22. She sold it for $75. Another one was $10. She sold it for $75. But Sheree, yours was $10 and you sold it for $130. So what that would tell me is, oh, if I live in Atlanta, I can go and buy a She by Sheree outfit that might be a Tags boutique for $50 to $60 less and have it same day, no shipping. Right? If I was Candy, if I were Candy, I would be extremely petty. I would have seen this thing, and I would have said, you know what, Sheree? You're right. I do have a markup. I'm going to now sell my stuff online. And every outfit that you have that it was $10 and you're selling it for $130, I'm going to sell it to the people for $60 to $70. That's what I would do. I would be extremely petty. I would be extremely petty. Just my opinion. But yeah, they both pricing. Oh, hold on, let me see. Hold on. They're both pricing too high. Come on, Mims. All I'm saying is, if you go to any boutique, they're getting it from probably a distributor from out of the country. It's gonna be the same design or close to the same designs, and that's it. Everybody does it. I wasn't even mad that Sheree did it. And we found out that Candy had told Sheree to do this a long time ago. And Sheree said that she would never stoop so low as to, put her name or her brand on somebody else's outfits. But this is just the way business works. So, I mean, if I was Candy, I would be ridiculous. And I would definitely go and get all of her designs and put them at tags and sell them for less. But, Candy's not as petty as me, but that's what I would have done.
Period. Dot.
Now let's go back. Peacock releasing this stuff. Now, let's hope that Peacock does not get me in trouble for this, but they might. But I'm going to do it anyway. So where is it? So let's start with this part of it. Okay. If I was Candy, I would sell fashion design. Meaning you don't think tags is fashionable? Thank you so much, Miss ATLian, for the super chat. Me being petty, making Ralph take the books he wrote about my son off the shelves. Y'all don't remember he wrote a book. He definitely wrote a book. He definitely wrote a book. Did Drew make you write the book too? I'm pretty sure that Ralph will be coming out with some more information very, very, very soon. The problem is, if he's going to release everything that was a talking point from Cut and Faith, I don't want to hear it because we've already heard it through Faith. This was also funny. All about the, I think it was all about the T. Oh no, straight from the A was being messy. And he changed the name of the book. Oh wow. And found out that Courtney also lived in Tampa. I'm done. This woman is getting dragged. So everybody in the comments was like, well, this is where he was in Tampa. This is where he was in Tampa. Okay, so let's get into this. Oh, I don't want to show.
Ago asking for dirt on me. Oh, I did. You did. I know. You did.
How do you know it was dirt if you only saw the phone records?
He told me.
Oh.
And I asked, I'm going to court now. I want to see this.
Let's see. Jamie explained how there may be items that come from the same distributor, and though garments look similar, the quality is different. Silk lining, additional accessories, and different fabric. So yeah, I mean, you can see something on Fashion Bomb Daily today, and Shein or AliExpress will have the exact copy tomorrow. Everybody does it. The problem was Sheree did it without thinking that people would see. And I just my opinion, let me put the allegedly banner. I don't think that she's using more quality materials. I believe the designer who was there, who said that he helped her all the way up to the minute and didn't get paid. Thank you so much, Autumn. Okay, so let's go back to.
Are you talking to these people?
Marlo, are you in touch with Mark?
Absolutely not.
Another ex-housewife was talking about her being in his restaurant.
No, they cut that out. That was Nene that they were talking about. And Nene said a long time ago, you better find out why Marlo was at that restaurant. Y'all remember that? I think I have that. This is what they were talking about. Where is it? You better figure out why Marlo was in that restaurant. I have it here somewhere. I'll put it on the reunion.
No, I'd have been in that man restaurant years ago.
And also, do you remember when we were at Mark's event? She walked up to Mark and was so comfortable. I'm standing right there.
How are you? I'm great.
Nice to meet you. How you doing, brother? Michael, nice to meet you, man.
And I'm like, why does she feel so comfortable where she can walk up to my husband and ask him a question about the event that's going on?
Oh, the way she
so
walked
this
up
is
there
this
by
is
the
one of the
husband.
reasons.
It's to say the way you do it is not an actual explanation. That's not an explanation.
This is why there's a roadblock there, because I keep discovering all the dirty and nasty and crazy things that this girl sets out to do.
I know.
You can prove.
Well, even if you don't believe what she did to Kenya, we saw exactly what she did to Nene with John. So I think that Mark would have been very agreeable with Marlo and given her information. I can believe that part. And we have also seen Marlo do this with John. You allegedly got him liquored up and he came to your townhouse. Potentially he used the chairlift and paid your Neiman Marcus bill, and you got text messages between him and Nene off of the phone, allegedly. So, you know, you have set a precedent. Sorry. And that's not even me being Team Kenya. That's just, you've done it before, so why wouldn't you do it again? But let's get into Sheree. Sheree went in on Candy's body. And we got to talk about some things because Sheree got caught in a lie.
Talking about butts, not shots, not or whatever.
Yeah.
You put all the shots in your face.
Okay.
That's what the shots is going.
I actually had some of my.
Candy was not prepared for Sheree on this reunion. Sheree came in, and just like we saw at the beginning of this, the beginning of the year, where Sheree and Marlo were doing all of those videos where they're like, or interviews where they said, "We're gonna make her work. We're gonna do this." They decided to go in on Candy every chance they got. How well it worked? Candy definitely was flustered, but I just think that it's Marlo and Sheree trying to create a moment. It's not, let's just talk about the season. It was, I'm going to unveil the Sheba Sheree news. It had every bad review of all of Candy's restaurants, the AliExpress stuff. This was a concerted effort. And Candy, when Candy starts calling you a freako, a nothing ass bitch, things like that, that's how you know she was flustered. That's how you know she was like, what is going on? Even on her speak on it, she was like, I did not expect them to come out the gate and just come after me.
After you was on the face on the TV, swole up and saw you was looking crazy.
Well, how look now, bitch? You can't.
You look much
Big
better.
face, small face.
You look
You can't
much
sit with me,
better.
honey.
You are a low.
What is the big face, small face thing? I don't know if she was also trying to make a moment, but again, it was given.
Oh, don't make that face. Fix that back. Fix that face.
Okay.
Fix that back.
What are you talking about?
So what I will give Sheree is she wasn't stuttering. I think that Sheree saw what people have always said about her and took that into account and was like, okay, I'm going to make a point not to stutter. I'm going to make a point not to stutter.
Go down dirty, nothing ass bitch.
Big face, small face. You
I
can't sit with me.
you anywhere. Keep tightening up your work.
You do the same.
Okay.
You do the same.
Okay.
You had your body done 4 times, honey.
I'm not having my body done
So we
4
all know
times.
that you're a lover of plastic
I have my
surgery.
body done.
Now, as far as I know, Candy's always been honest about her plastic surgery.
4 times, but I have had.
Was it 3?
First of all, let's be clear.
Was it
I've
3?
never denied having plastic surgery. You
Did I just deny it?
You done had tummy tucks. You done had breast jobs. You had nose jobs multiple times. You done had your face. You had a nose job before we even met you on this season. That was a nose job.
You're a lie. No.
So
honey, this is my first treatment.
Okay, so y'all know I come with the receipts. I actually gave you this information a few weeks ago when I did my Bob and Sheree expose. Let me see. On my Bob and Sheree expose, I talked about let's see, where is it? Go to my own channel. Always super weird. On my videos. So let me share this screen. On this video that says, was Sheree Bob's mistress? Dark truth about Bob Whitfield. Let's see if you guys can. Right here. Dark twisted love affair. Bob had actually done an interview where he outlined the fact that he felt, well, I didn't agree with this, but he felt like he had invented Sheree. It says, I'm feeling like I'm the mad scientist and I created Frankenstein. Discussing her plastic surgeries, Bob said she didn't have that nose. I put that nose on her. She didn't have them breasts. I put them breasts on her. So Bob here is alleging that Sheree was lying back in the day. Now, this isn't Sheree's actual original nose. This is what came out after Sheree. Nene said Sheree and that nose, but this was Sheree's original nose. So, and this was the Sheree back in the day before, she got with Bob. So I'm guessing this is maybe like teenage Sheree, but it's definitely not the same nose. So you can't really be Bob. You can't, Sheree, ma'am. You look great. I think Sheree has always been a very attractive woman, but it's very easy to catch you in the lie if you just go back to old interviews where people talk about getting your nose jobs. So you've had multiple nose jobs. The fillers that came out of her face, 100% different. I do think that she looked like that chick from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. What's her name? I do feel like that, but I feel like she didn't need all this. I know it must be hard to be on television and, stuff like that, but Sheree's always been very, very pretty. But you got caught in a lie. So is Kandi supposed to do her own She by Sheree and then do your side-by-sides and then include your interviews? Hazel, yeah. I thought she did kind of look like Hazel with the nose job I don't think she had a nose job. I think they can reshape your nose with fillers. And I think she did it during the season while they were still doing their interviews. And that's why you saw Sheree looking so different throughout the season. She looks great now. She did look great at the interview. She gave us a whole bunch of Kenya Moore twirls. But Bob did tell us that he paid for your first nose job. So what Kandi was trying to say was you had a nose job before you even started RHOA. And Bob confirmed it. Either way it goes, nose jobs, having your body done 4 times, that's not trying to destroy each other. The destruction is coming from Courtney. This is not let's see. If somebody says, hey, bloggers who like to investigate Kenya, go and investigate Sheree's noses. I'm done. Andy shaded Sheree when he said, all you guys go to the same. Look, it is what it is. Let's see where we are on likes. These little midday lunchtime things are quite foolish with us. We only have 500 likes, but we got almost 1,300 people in here. Definitely hit that like button. Guys, it's not the kid stuff involving Drew and Ralph is serious. Sheree and Kandi shading each other about who got their body done where and how many noses you have and how many lipo 360s you have. That's just light. To go back to Drew and Ralph's son, I don't want to hear anything else about forcing anybody to adopt that kid. I don't like it. It never should have been said. I would hope that Courtney would come out and issue an apology. I don't think that she will. But it's not cool. It's not cute. And I did not realize that Drew and Ralph were still living in the same home as the reunion was being shot. I don't know if they're still living in the same home now, but it's not cute at all. What is funny is I'm a mess on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. I can be a little bit more foolish on Instagram. It's Make It Make Sense Now. I don't know if I want to show this. Sometimes I'll be getting in trouble. I'm not going to show this. Anyway, follow me on Instagram. I put up something about Mitch McConnell. And I don't want to put it on YouTube because sometimes people are haters. So I'm going to see you guys next time. I'm probably going to be reviewing that Jocelyn Hernandez Carlos King interview. I'm going to watch that today. If it's worth it, I'll go live. If not, I'll do a short video on it, some of the talking points. Oh, got with Scotty yesterday. I will be doing a fundraiser for Scotty's best friend. She is a Black mother of 3. Her life was taken. It was no fault of her own. You'll get the whole story during the fundraiser. That's going to happen 8 p.m. Central Time on Friday. I just asked that all the money, all the proceeds from that fundraiser are going to go to her 3 children. Her oldest kid is graduating from high school this year. And I just keep thinking, when you're graduating, you're thinking about homecoming, prom, where you're going to school. You're not dealing with the loss of your mom. So I will see, hopefully you guys on Friday, whatever is in your heart to give, it's every little bit helps. I have a goal of $4,000 to $5,000. If we can get 1,000 people or 2,000 people in the chat and everybody just gives $2, that's $4,000 that's going to 3 kids who just lost their mom and are going to be probably raised by their grandfather, their older grandfather. So whatever we can do to help, I'm here for it. This woman was doing nothing. She did nothing wrong. Using a shooting at Candy's restaurant is insensitive. Gun violence in the Black community is a serious matter and bigger than Candy's restaurant. And why would RHOA weaponize the death of a youth to prove a petty point? I absolutely agree with you, Real Talk, too. Thank you for the super chat. If Andy does not get into Marlo's take on what Candy should have done for her nephew on the next reunion, me and Andy are going to have a talk. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, that's happening this Friday, 8 p.m. Central. Everybody come out. All proceeds are going to those kids. And I'm going to see you guys maybe later. Have a good one.